just think back of when my grandpa passed away. I broke down in just a couple of videos ago, just talking about and thinking about just his funeral and the life lessons that he taught me.
Son of a.
Son of a.
Son of a. Son of a. Son of a.
Son of a.
Son of a.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
All right, Nightwish Army, welcome back to the last Tarja video. And while I'm a little sad, I'm also excited to start the next chapter of the journey. And so as we dive into this, it's been a fun day. It's been my daughter's birthday, and so there's been a lot going on. The computer started acting up, so that's why I'm a little late even getting this video shot. But we're going to jump into Angels Fall First, and there's not a lot of options out there. I don't know if you realize this, but Angels Fall First is one of the older Nightwish songs. And so there's a lot of fan reaction videos, or not reaction videos, but fan-made videos, and those often have really bad audio. So jumped onto Discord and was suggested we just do the lyrics video and enjoy the music, and that's what we're going to do. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and like, subscribe, follow, all those fun things. Hit me up in the comments. Look forward till tomorrow where we've got a net, and then we're going to finish strong with Ford before we dive into not list items. So with that, let's dive into this reaction of our Angels Fall First. Okay, so I can already tell you that this song is going to hit hard because my oldest just got back from a family vacation with her in-laws, and they got home from the airport. Everything is fine. But then her in-laws went to Houston to go visit family, and on their way there, stopped at a rest stop, let the dog go out to the restroom, and heard an accident. And her father-in-law went to check, and it was bad. And one of the young ladies in the car did not make it. And I just heard about that today at dinner time. And obviously my heart goes out to them, never met them. And so while this jumps right at me, headline of tragedy, smile used to give me warmth, is what jumps out the most, because 9 months ago, my wife's best friend's sister on September 11th was in an auto accident, and she didn't make it. The cars in front of her all started jamming on their brakes, and she swerved to get out of the way from rear-ending somebody, lost control in between on the highway and went into oncoming traffic and got hit head on. And so it's been a rough 9 months for that family. Her best friend had a firstborn baby that her sister all of a sudden wasn't there for. She knew that she was pregnant, but was never there to meet her niece. And it's just farewell, no words. It's literally on the screen. Farewell, no words to say. There wasn't even a chance to say words. Candles forever burning. Think about that on a regular basis. And sometimes I wish I didn't have reminders to how fragile life actually is. Let's dive further into it. Too much death going on. They say it comes in threes, but I don't know if I fully believe that, because it seems to come in more than that sometimes. I know I'm committing the ultimate not supposed to do as far as stopping this in the middle of the instrumentals, but there's so many. Like I don't believe parents should have to ever bury their children, but it's not obviously a choice that we make. Otherwise, that would never happen. And there's always questions, and those questions can include what happens after death. Where do is that just the end? Do you go somewhere? Is reincarnation a thing? Like there's just questions that aren't answered because it's natural for your mind to go places, but it's also places that you're not going to ever really find that answer. And that makes coping hard. And so we search for truths or what we want to be truths. And oftentimes blindly follow those. But it's all a part of the journey in the healing process for a lot of us. And healing is not easy. It's not fast. It's not something that just happens. And I just think back of when my grandpa passed away. I broke down in just a couple of videos ago, just talking about and thinking about just his funeral and the life lessons that he taught me. And some people can put up some protections and some people can't. And some people get over it faster than others. And I don't know that getting over it's ever at least for me, the right words to say. Went to a high school friend's funeral in Oregon in November and jumped in a car as soon as I landed, drove 6 hours to my grandparents' grave just to clean it and pay respects, and didn't realize how much that would even hit me. Life is fragile. You never know when your time comes or understand why angels fall first. That almost sounds like timpani in the background instead of just drums because of the different tones that it has. I know it's going from one tone to a bass, but it has almost that feel of different toned heads on the drum kit, which is really cool addition to that. And I'm smiling at the end because I'm thinking there's a friend of mine. It's funny how you don't I don't watch other reactors videos because I want to give a first time reaction to anything that I listen to. If I don't, if I've already heard it before, I tell you, and then it's kind of what's the point, right? So, but in doing so, I have come across and through emails or Facebook or all kinds of different ways communicated with other reactors and befriended them. And one in particular is just got out of the hospital today, had been there for a while, and he has been struggling. And he had just said, hey, I don't ever really reach out, especially on a spiritual level, but will you pray for me? I'm really kind of needing it. And it hit that, sometimes you just need a song of beauty and kingdom of the melodies of harps playing. And we need those comforts, even when we think that from our perspective, life is hitting that rough time. And from the outside, others are looking at you like, man, your channel's doing so much better than mine. Yeah, I did. You've taken some time off. That's cool. What have you been up to? No idea that they've been in the hospital battling things and that life is kicking them in the teeth. But having gotten to know him, I said, hey, you've got this and this and this going for you, and you can do this, and this. And while things may be here and here, all we have to do is tweak it and do this and this, and you're going to go right back to being back in the game where you can fight again. And he said, man, you're a better, you're a better motivational speaker than I am. And that wasn't the point. It was just that our journeys in life are unique and they're your own. But at the same time, as you're going through them, when you're going through some of the low points, they're not always that those stories aren't always for you. Their stories sometimes are to build you into the person you need to be when you meet other people later down the road. And I'm thankful for the shit that I've been through. I'm thankful for my divorce. I'm thankful that my daughter is a byproduct of that. I'm thankful for everything that I've learned and grown from that has allowed me to take things calmly, to digest things before I speak, because I used to not do that very often. So anyway, I have spent way too much time awake, and I've got about 10 minutes to get this thrown together and on YouTube. I hope that you appreciate this. I'm not rushing it. I want to make sure I'm getting everything out, but I also want to make sure that I'm respectful to the times that I try to get things done by a deadline. So, in the grand scheme of things, I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't shed any tears, because Angels Fall First is a very good reflective song, a very good song that makes you stop and think about why some peoples have died. And under the headlines of tragedy, that question of why is constant. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.